For anyone here, it's important to remind ourselves we're not here to defend the Labor Party. We are here to stand in opposition with fascists. Is that correct? No one here thinks the Labor Party deserves defending, right? Fuck the ALP,
the UPF had actually said they were going to meet here at 1 o'clock. This is why the rally was called here. The UPF, in the last 12 hours, they have changed their rallying point to the steps of Parliament House. And from what the intelligence that we've had is that they're actually increasing their focus on Parliament, on the steps of Parliament House. They have called for a rally there at 12:15.
Does everyone here have plenty of energy left to fight the UPF or Reclaim Australia, whoever the fuck they want to call themselves? We know that they're swastika waving, swastika tattooed, neo-Nazi scum, and they're going to organise around Muslims if they can. They're going to organise around Asians, gay people. We know what's coming. So let's remember why we're here. Let's remember why we need to keep going big time. Let's stay together, fight together today. We've got another one that says, reclaim what? Exactly, with a picture of an Australian map with an Aboriginal flag in it, spot on. This one's very simple, I like that. Campaign against racism and fascism. It says, UPF, get out! Get out! What about this one? Nazi scum off our streets. This one says, Muslims are welcome, racists are not. One of our favourite chants over the last year. We like the actual facts of the matter, which are there are Nazis on the street. Channel 7 particularly have facilitated them building. This is unacceptable to us, and we're here to hold our banners high and chant very clearly for what we want. So let's get one going early on, which is Nazi scum off our streets! 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 Now, if you are thinking why we're calling them Nazis, you may wonder, it's because they are. They have swastika tattoos, they have swastika t-shirts. Their leader, Blair Cottrell, who called this rally, said that every classroom in Australia should have a copy of Mein Kampf in it. He said that every school classroom should have a picture of Adolf Hitler in it. He said that there are 3 pillars to a healthy society, which has a little bit of a resonance with a little book called Mein Kampf. This guy is proto-fascist, neo-Nazi. Just because they got beaten in World War II doesn't mean they're still not on the march. That's why we're here. It's very important you report this. They are not concerned mums and dads. They are not people that have the right to free speech, because they're going to come for gay people, queer people, brown people, Asian people. They are white supremacist Nazis. This is all fact. You can research it on the net. We're very angry about the fact that Nazis have marched this many times on our streets. Jeffrey's here. Of course he is. The wonderful Jeffrey. What a legend. Every Friday he's out there fighting back, saying no to racism. Stop racism now, his sign says.
I remind people we are going to be walking slow as a solid block.
Okay, we're allowed to go to the third step from the bottom. I've just been informed by a member of Victoria Police, so we'll take that direction and we'll run with it. So we're going to get as close here as we can, because the possibility right now is that the Victorian police are going to facilitate, and we know that's what they've been doing, and we can talk about that at a different meeting. The point is, Victorian police have got a history this year of facilitating the fascists, so we're going to get as close to them as we can. Everyone up! This side stuff here is no good. Let's get right in front and stay together.
We have come here because we've been told that the UPF are actually going to assemble here on the steps of Parliament House, and we've decided they changed their plans. They were going to rally down at the Parliament offices. They saw where we were there, and they actually, in the last night, they actually changed the plan, and they said they were going to rally here. Poor organisations like the United Patriots Front, like Reclaim Australia, are using people's dissatisfaction, the fact that there are that society is not actually under this capitalist society. There is marginalisation, there's exploitation, there's poverty, and they're using the fear of Islam to try and recruit and build a fascist movement. And that is why we are here to say no to racism, no to fascism.
This action today is a really important snap action that's been called at short notice to counter-mobilise against the United Patriots Front. We've been counter-mobilising against these fascist forces that are using racism and Islamophobia to try to build a far-right movement. We've been counter-mobilising against them all year in Federation Square, in Richmond, in Melbourne, in Bendigo, in Melton, and now here again today. We've got to stop them before they grow.
Another thing to know about the fascist movement and why we cannot let it grow is that they are out to crush the union movement. Make no mistake, because they know that the union movement has the capacity to mobilize the working class, to mobilize all of us, whether in our workplaces or in our communities. We need the union movement. We need our unions to be backing us unionists who come out here every time. We cannot let that fascist movement grow, because they will crush the union movement if we let them.
The reason we've gathered here is to make a public objection. The public objection to the Premier's recent statements. He has chosen to casually omit the existence of these people, blamed all of their violence and intimidation on us, and applied the term of bigotry to us. So we thought we would come down here and bring all of these people to his doorstep, since he doesn't seem to know they exist.
Why was the location changed from Treasury Gardens?
This is just a meeting point. We're going to be marching down there shortly. Yeah. The Premier of this state has chosen to casually omit the existence of these people, like they don't even exist, and blamed all of their violence and intimidation on us, when all we want to do, and all we have done from the start, is try to express concern for the future of our country and our people. But we're the bad guys. What are we supposed to do? Hey?
Stand up, William. Stand up.
What does he expect of us, though? To sit at home and shut up, keep paying our taxes and keep quiet while these kids run riots? Nobody ever makes any mention of them. Why is that? Is it because they're perhaps produced by the state, coming straight out of state education, doing the bidding of the state? When somebody wants to criticise a politician, look who comes to his defence. These are the state politicians' soldiers, and they don't even realise it. They don't get paid, they're not on any sort of payroll. They do the bidding of their politicians without even knowing what they're actually doing. So, since the Premier is so ignorant of the existence of these people, we've chosen to bring them here, right on his doorstep, so he can see them for himself.
I'm here today because Daniel Andrews has decided to blame violence, screaming, yelling, masks on this group here. Where what is happening here is they have a concern about the way the government is going in relation to giving privileges to everyone else but Australians. And I'm here today to say I'm an average Aussie. I don't have a mask. I've never had a mask. I don't need one. But I do have a right to my feelings and my thoughts. Mr. Andrews, you need to research the same as we have. That's why we're here. We research. We don't go off on a tangent. We don't go off half-cocked. This is researched. Please do it. I said when the government favours everything above Australian culture, so no one in particular, but if they consider someone a minority, then what they do is they do start pushing for other people. Before, let's say Muslims, because that is the loudest bully in the schoolyard at the moment, in relation to what's happening overseas, which is what brought our attention to what's happening, and now getting privileges through courts, which is supposed to be independent. They take into consideration many things that shouldn't be taken into consideration for some crimes that are committed, as in culture. Our laws should stand above anybody's culture. If we go overseas, we always respect their culture. When they come here, we respect them, but they need to respect that this culture here is the culture here. Well, you can have yours, but don't try to push ours out.
Test, test. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, apparently we are the bigots. And the definition of the word bigots is intolerance of another person's standpoint or opinion. But wherever we go, we're confronted with this. Even if we're just standing on the street, aimlessly, with no ambition, they come down to terrorise us, to scare us back into our houses. Everybody go home, they say. Everybody keep quiet. Don't ask questions. Just keep paying your taxes and keep going to work. Who's the bigots? Is it us? The only reason I chose to come down here today, honestly, was to bring them here with us. As I said, the State Premier, Daniel Andrews, does not seem to know of the existence of these people over there. If you'd kindly turn your heads this way, who is the real bigot? Who is really intolerant? We are standing here expressing genuine concerns for the future of our people and our country. But apparently we're bad, evil racists for doing so. The simplistic worldview held by these people asserts that everybody who's not a progressive so-called socialist must indeed, therefore, be a fascist racist. That is why it is such a charming worldview. We're going to go around to the Premier's office right now and we're going to say a few words there. It'll be interesting to see if he comes out. Well said! Are you ready to make a stand? Yes! Are you ready to tell them that they are the real bigots? Yes!
movement, and this isn't for #1 Treasury place, they have failed dismally. The UPF have failed dismally. They are a dismal failure. Their political objectives were not met today. That means they have failed, and we should all be very proud of being here. Make some noise, yeah!
That tries to appeal to your current feelings, that tries to haul for votes, to make promises to you or never keep. We're going to really represent. These people are sick individuals that have absolutely nothing better to do than pretend to be anarchists on the internet while defending the establishment. The irony is so deep with these people, and they're so unintelligent, they can't actually work out that their actions are serving the political and financial elite. That political and financial elite they allegedly want revolution against. Thank you for coming here today. Do you realise that Daniel Andrews on November 11th, Remembrance Day, when I, Blair Cottrell and Thomas Sewell and myself went to the shrine and the speaker proceeded with the services? Guess who was running late for Remembrance Day? Our own Premier. Is that to be expected? Of course it is, because he's never condemned anyone for burning the Australian flag. He's never condemned these losers over there for their violence and their thuggery, but quickly labels us racists and bigots and points out that a few Reclaim supporters wore masks at the Melbourne rally on November 22nd. Daniel Andrews is the biggest hypocrite in Victoria, and I say to Daniel Andrews and his supporters, one day you will lose your power. One day you will not be in office. And all you little gold bludgers will one day will not get paid because you're working in a real job. Stand by your nation. Never surrender. This is the typical bullying tactic of the left. Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Aussie, Aussie, Aussie! Right, guys, just everybody stay together. We'll go with it. Follow you and pick you up individually. So stay with us, stay together.
No racism, no more. Justice, no racism, no more. This is what we're
Nazis are not welcome here! Parliament House after we cornered the Nazis around the back of Parliament House. So they've marched off, so we've come back to Parliament House. The Nazis are running scared. We keep cornering them at every step, so we're doing a good job.
Can I just have, we've just had confirmation from multiple sources. They're now at the edge of St Vincent's Hospitals, about 200 metres, if not more, over there, and they're going home.
I've got a proposition. Can everyone just vote here? Would everyone here support this? That the Victorian police should stop wearing handguns to protests. All those in favour? All those in favour? Hands in the air. All those in favour? Motion carried. Listen up.
Victory here today, where the campaign against racism and fascism, No Room for Racism, organised a rally here to stop fascists, neo-Nazis from the UPF rallying on our streets. The unfortunate thing about today was that it took ordinary young people, working class people, queer people, people of colour to stand up against racism and Nazism. The Andrews government here in Victoria are doing nothing to stop Nazis rallying on the street. The Victoria Police are doing nothing to stop Nazis rallying on our streets. But what we've shown today is that when working class people come together and stand united against racism, against Islamophobia and against fascism, that we can have a victory. And I think that that's a really inspiring message. I think that we need to learn from today about what it takes to keep the far right from growing and trying to provoke division and violence within our communities. And so we call on all people to join us next time. The next time they try to rear their heads, let's organise a resistance to that and push them back to where they came from.
The Nazis come, they're always wrong, we'll kick their fucking heads for fun. Antifa, who's just a bunch of cunts. They're just a bunch of cunts.